Welcome to the 4G channel. This is episode 24. When is Jesus returning? And as you can see, I didn't dress up today. I'm in my exercise clothes, if you will. Hope you don't mind. This is an important topic. When is Jesus returning? There's almost nobody that's not interested in this. And I say almost nobody. I'm sure there are some that are not. But it's kind of rare these days, especially what we see going on in the world. There's a fascination about the return of Jesus Christ. So, where are we historically relative to the rapture? We don't really know. We know we lived before the rapture took place, or at least we hope we have. We don't know exactly when, but we are told in Scripture to be ready for it at any moment. That's the doctrine of imminency, meaning he could come at any time. To say that Christ could come in an imminent fashion means that he could come at any time. So where are we relative to the rapture? We could be a second away. This video might not finish before it happens. We don't know. What about this though? Would your life change if you knew when the rapture would occur? Interesting question, isn't it? I suspect that it would. And if it would change, how would it change? What would you do with the time you have left? And maybe you'll look at it and think, wow, he's not coming for another 500 years. It's not going to affect me in my lifetime. So it'd be maybe something that you could academically process or intellectually process, but it wouldn't affect your everyday life, I'm sure. However, if you found out it was going to be in this summer or before the end of the year, then your life would probably change more than you might think. On Palm Sunday, the disciples were expecting the next thing to happen would be the nations of the world would mass themselves against Israel, followed by Jesus' return at Armageddon, followed by Messiah setting up his kingdom. That's what they were taught to expect. They believed before the kingdom is set up, the nation of Israel will go through a lot of pain. And they actually thought that the Roman occupation they were living through was in fact what we would call the Great Tribulation. From their own apocalyptic literature, the disciples were taught to expect lots of trouble and upheaval right before Messiah comes. The Matthew 24-25 text probably is misused and abused a lot. It ignores the rapture completely. All those warnings about wars and rumors of wars and tribulation and armies raised against each other, all that's going to happen. But they're not the things we're to be looking for. Those things are definitely going to happen in large numbers during the tribulation period. And even leading up to the tribulation period, those things have always been with us. Earthquakes, famines, wars, and rumors of wars. But they really ramp up after the rapture of the church. So Matthew 24 and 25 are not dealing with the rapture at all. It's not even in view at all. It's dealing only with the second coming of Jesus to earth, which is what we call his glorious appearing. The Old Testament Jew had no reason to suspect that Messiah would come more than once. After all, why would an all-powerful king have to come twice? In addition, even if they had suspected a second coming, what are the chances they would have seen two phases to a second coming? The rapture is phase one, and then his coming to earth and his glorious appearing is phase two. Because we have the advantage of time and the New Testament, we can now see two comings and even two phases of his second coming. Between Paul in 1 Thessalonians and 1 Corinthians and John in the revelation of Jesus Christ, we are now confident in a rapture and a glorious appearing, phase one and phase two. These two events are separated by 7 years. It would be the time of Jacob's trouble that Jeremiah identified, that 7-year period we call the Great Tribulation. We could be there, or almost there, right now. That's very exciting. We'll talk more in the next episode. For now, if you like my channel, if you like this content, please like it, share it. If you're willing, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help us get the word out. May God bless you.